Seems like it's been a long time since I made anything significant for YouTube, so I figured I've done enough work recently to be able to do that. For those of you that don't follow me on social media and they're by chance are watching YouTube and not watching the social, quick little update on the S2000. Like I've been saying for literally a year, the only thing I need to do to get this car tuned is do the injectors, the fuel pump, and the map sensor, right? So the fuel pump I did last week, and which I thought was going to be the most pain in the ass thing for me to do. I figured that was going to be more of a pain in the dick than anything else. It was a little bit of a hassle, but not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Turns out the injectors are more of a pain in the ass. I've never used bigger than 750s before, so the 750s look like they're just like, or 700cc injectors seems like they're always just like a direct swap over. They're designed almost the exact same way that the stock injectors are. So these are 1050s, and they come with a giant top hat on top of the injector, and I'm assuming that's for a bigger fuel rail. But I'm using a stock fuel rail, of course, so I took the top hat off, and it did, make it to where I could fit into the fuel rail. But the problem is the top hat being so big, it comes with this this giant O-ring here, and that giant O-ring does not fit into the support of the fuel rail. You need a much smaller O-ring. So I was like, all right, well, let me take the stock O-ring off the stock injector and see if I can do that without breaking it, and then slide it onto the ID 1050 and see if it'll go in. Well, yeah, it goes in, but you can feel that there's no grip. It's not gripping it at all. It's kind of loose. So it's looking like I will need to double up on the O-rings for the injector. Now, I don't have the injectors in front of me here. They're in the house, but I did post on Instagram so you can see like the side-by-side comparisons and whatnot. But of course, I did the harness first before doing the O-rings, and which I thought was going to be the biggest pain in the ass, and it kind of is. But I kind of like straddled the front frame here, the radiator support, and sat with my foot in the gap, and leaned over and did it. And at one point in time, I had to get an umbrella. Fucking plane. I had to get an umbrella to block the wind so I could actually use the fucking lighter I got to get the damn butt connectors all sealed up. But anyway, again, I thought that was going to be the biggest pain in the ass, and that part's done. I'm just going to leave the fuel roll unbolted. I'm going to go dig up some O-rings. Not going to be today. It's going to be tomorrow at this point, because I don't have an O-ring kit laying around. I'm not going to the auto parts to get one. I'm just going to get some later. So do the O-rings, and then just literally pull out the injectors, plug the new ones in, and hope everything fires up. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to need another base map for these injectors or not, because I've had project cars I've done before where they start up on the first try, and then I've had start project cars where you need a new base map to get the car to idle. So I don't know if this is going to be that situation or not with the new pump and the new injectors. I'm only going to wait and see. Now, so I did the fuel pump. Of course, I ran the car after the fuel pump was installed. That's fine. I was going to do the injectors, and I was hoping those run, and it's fine. And then the last thing to do is the map sensor, which is literally the easiest thing. The easiest thing to do is just those two screw bolt thingies to put it in place. And I have a 4-bar map sensor from Speed Factory. So and the reason why I'm doing it one piece at a time instead of just throwing everything I have on there is because I want to get to a point where if at any point in the process of me swapping things out, if something doesn't turn on, then I know what it is, and the possibility of going back to stock just so I can run the car or whatever. Although at this point I'm married to the injectors. Like the harness has been cut to get the new injector plugs on there, so I'm not going back. So yeah, hopefully, again, like when I put the new injectors on there, I don't know if it's going to be tomorrow, because tomorrow is an early day for me. Fridays I have to go to work early as fuck, so I'm not going to really have time. But hopefully I get the injectors on there and it fires right up. Then I can put the map sensor on there, and I have some work supposedly coming my way this weekend, and if all goes well, that money will be the money I use to dyno the S2K. So again, the stability for the car is off. I'm going to be changing tie rods and doing an alignment on it. Hopefully that changes drivability. Another fucking plane, Jesus Christ. If you can't tell, I'm right in the fucking runway of the, or right in line with the runway for Fort Lauderdale Airport. That's fun. Anyway, so not going to be tomorrow. It's not today, not tomorrow. Saturday, pop the injectors in. Hope the car starts. If it doesn't, well, it is what it is. That means I'm just gonna need a tow to the tune, or maybe I'll talk to some people I know, get another base map for the 1050s, and then do the map center, and then the car will be ready to tune, and then in the near future get the tie rod in, swapped out, get the alignment done. S1 built over in Tampa was supposed to be having another car meet or whatnot this month. I haven't seen him announce a date, so I don't know if that's still on or whatever, but if it's not, that's good for me, because I actually would like to make the debut of the car publicly at a big spot like that. And if I could actually get this car up and running the way it's supposed to be and tuned this month and show up there, that'd be great, because that's what I wanted to do last year and it didn't happen. So again, guys, I'm gonna try and focus on car content this year. I'm not gonna kill myself to make a YouTube uploads, but I am going to be focusing on that. So the goals right now in the immediate future are just to finish this, have this thing tuned up and running like it's supposed to. Once that's done, I guess I'll drive it once a week or so. I'll start going on Facebook and actually looking for car groups or big meetups, import face-off, shit like that. Hard park at those places. I don't have the money to be trying to race a car, because if shit starts to break, I don't have money to be replacing it. Everything was expensive. Fortunately, I was able to do this car, buy this car and do the whole build while I was making money from VHP engines. Money from VHP engines is almost non-existent now, so I don't have extra money to be building another car. But the Integra that I've been lugging around for 6 years also is on the verge of being completed. Like, I had it cranked, I had it running at one point in time, battery and fuel, keep it from running now, but there's a bunch of little odds and ends that need to be done to get this thing to run. I did an ABS delete partially. I took the ABS out but didn't redo the brakes. I was doing like hardline bending and shit before I realized that there's like a cheap $80 kit I can get on eBay that just runs new lines. So I did order that. That is on its way. It should be here any day now. And I have transmission bolts for the bracket in the back. The T bracket is not bolted up properly, so I'm going to put those in. And then I need tires all around. Once I do that, then I might see about trying to get it, drain the tank, swapping the battery out, or getting a new battery in there, trying to start it again. If it doesn't start, maybe see about getting a base map, see if I can get it started at that point. And if I get it started and running again, then I would just need intercooler and piping mocked up. And I was doing my own ghetto version, but I think that I'll probably just take it back to the same dude who did the intercooler piping for the S2K, and then that car will be ready to tune. So that's crazy. We could potentially have both these cars running the way they're supposed to be this year, hopefully by the summertime, just chipping away at it. And then I'll have my entire fleet. I have 5 cars in my possession right now. 4 of them run and drive, although the S2K needs to be finished technically. And I'll be a happy person, and we'll see how the rest of the year plays out. And of course, if the S2K is running, I'll make some content off this for a while until I get bored, or y'all get bored with it, and then hopefully the Integra for the later half of the year. So guys, just stick around, be patient. I'm coming back. Never really left, to be honest. I just slowed down because I don't have much to talk about. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and descriptions will be links will be in the description below for social media, and peace.